I just thought it was the worst call of the year. That's all.
We're not going to make promises, but I tell you this.
Yeah, I'm about to get wild. I know that. Let's get wild.
I don't answer anybody's question but yours. Because you're an idiot. And really disloyal.
Hello, welcome everyone to the Disloyal Idiots podcast here on the Fans First Sports Network. Christian Guzman, joined by Andy Pregler and Steve Haller. It is the end of 2025, and so what has become a yearly tradition for us, it is time for trivia at the end of the year to recap the past week of Syracuse football. Coaches and Syracuse athletics, coaches left, players entered the transfer portal, and former NBA draft picks might play against Syracuse in the near future. But that's all you really needed to know.
Yeah, we'll get into details on stuff next week. Maybe there's a lot up in the air. Chaos will hit as soon as the portal opens, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of great content then. But until then, you get this stupidity.
I mean, it is kind of funny because on the whole, people, I now that I'm working for an Atlanta-based newspaper, my coverage area includes the Georgia Bulldogs. Turns out that they kind of are a big deal in the state of Georgia, specifically in Atlanta. And it's just so funny to like be with a team. Like on the one side, I have this where I love Syracuse and I love the chaos of it. And on the other side, to have Georgia where it's like, yeah, man, we got a football game to play here, and it's been like 4 weeks since we last played. Our entire athletic department is on lockdown. It doesn't talk to anybody about anything. So all we got to do is speculate against the playoff game against a team we've already played once. Like, there's something to talk about, but there's nothing to talk about anywhere anymore at this point of the year, even if you are playing games, because at this point you're just making shit up. So trivia, way more fun.
We could fill multiple hours of content talking about this shit, and none of it would matter.
Nope. Exactly. Nope. Does not matter.
Well, given the track record of our podcast, it would become immediately irrelevant the next day on Monday.
That sounds right.
Checking transfer portal news now, and yeah.
By the time we finish the recording, it would already be obsolete. So
the phone is going on Do Not Disturb, so Pete Thamel notifications do not disturb us while we play some trivia. And of course, when you have your friends around, your family around, especially your guy friends around, what is the one thing that a lot of guys just love to do, especially your sports-related friends? They love to name guys.
Oh, boy.
And so that is essentially what the theme of this trivia is going to be this year. We are just going to be naming dudes and in various ways.
So I would like to. This means my 41-year-old brain is going to be at a distinct disadvantage.
Well, not as distinct as you might think. I will say, I will give a shout out to my inspiration for this, JM Baseball at the John Boy Media Group and their channel JM Baseball, for a lot of the quizzes and trivias that they do. I've developed today's trivia and this year's trivia around some of the things that they do. And I'd like to thank PFF also, because every single stat I have pulled from this is from PFF, Pro Football Focus, which we all love. So the first thing we are going to do today, just warm us up in the naming of guys, is the pinpoint challenge. So what do I mean by this in the pinpoint challenge? This is something that you two won't need your notebooks that I told you to get. So the goal of this is I have a list of players. The list is 507 players long. You need to name the player that's closest to 100 on the list, and you'll get points based on where they are on the list. Number 1 is worth 1 point. Number 100 is worth 100 points, and your goal is to get to 100. Is to get 100 points. Obviously, most points will win. If you name a player lower than 100 on the list, you will get a strike. 3 strikes and you're out, and the most points win. So, for an example, this is not the list. If the list was Syracuse career receiving yards, Stephen Ishmael was number 1 on the list, you would get 1 point. If you guessed David Tyree, he was worth 25 points. If you guessed Ernie Davis, he's actually 103rd on the list, so you wouldn't get points and a strike.
Okay.
All right. So it's not naming necessarily the top person on the list, although you may want to. However, it's to name the number 100 player on this list.
I love it. I love it. We're going to just do some obscure names here, guys.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's not going to be as obscure as you might think, because like I said, all of these are going to come from PFF. And we are going to go back and forth between Andy and Steve. Andy, because you won trivia last year, you will get to go first in the naming of the list, which is most snaps in a single season from a Syracuse player from 2014 to 2025. So you will name me a Syracuse player and the amount of snaps they took from 2014 to 20 or in one season. You will name me a player in a year.
Point of order. This would be
Yes.
the player that we name's highest season would be what you have listed, correct?
I have actually, if a player played multiple seasons, I have that season. So
Okay, so we would just have to name the player, and whichever of his seasons is closer to 100, we get credit for, or do we have to name the year too?
No, you can name a player again if he played multiple seasons.
Okay.
So
okay.
like
I should just
like
read the thing you have up here that says
Yes.
exactly what my question was.
Exactly. And we will start with Andy. You have all the Syracuse players that have ever played an offensive or defensive snap from 2014 to 2025.
So my thinking here is that when we're looking at snap count, we're definitely thinking offensive linemen, definitely thinking quarterbacks. Like those guys play a lot of snaps, and those guys get. But we're looking for number 100.
Have you watched Syracuse football?
This is
where the hell are quarterbacks playing the most snaps, Andy? Physically, there is a quarterback on the field. It is never the same one.
That is very true. Okay. So since we're trying to get to number 100, let's go with a guy from this season because I need to get my bearings. I'm going to go with Jonte Cook. I know he didn't play the most snaps, but I think he played in all 12 games this year, or most of the games in some capacity, even when he was hurt. So I'm going to say Jonte Cook and hope that he's in the top 100.
So Jonte Cook in 2025, according to PFF, these are all coming from PFF.
Yep.
According to PFF, played 532 snaps.
Okay.
That is 188th on the list, meaning Andy does not get points and has one strike.
Wow. Okay. That is.
So
my bearings have been set.
You have figured out where the first bar is. So again, Cook, 532 snaps and is a strike because he is 188th on my list. Steve, it is your turn.
Similar vein of getting bearings, we're going to go with Andy's new employer's favorite professional tackle, Matthew Bergeron.
We are going to go with Matthew Bergeron. Again, you need to give me a year as well because we are doing this by single season as well.
What were his eligible years?
You have all 4 years from 19 to 22.
Definitely don't want to use the COVID year.
No.
Let's go with 21.
Matthew Bergeron in 2021 played 784 snaps.
Okay, we're above Andy.
That is tied for 56th on the list, which means Steve will get 56 points.
All right.
I like this. Okay. I'm going to go with 2024 Aronde Gadsden. Tight end, lots of I think he was a AP third team All-American that year. Feel like you got to play a lot of games to get there.
Aronde Gadsden in 2024. That was your guess, correct?
Yes, Aronde Gadsden 2024.
He played 808 snaps, which is good for 42 on the list, giving you 42 points.
Okay. There we go. So I'm there we go. I'm a little bit better there.
Oh fuck. So there goes our PG-13 rating. No, we get one.
Yeah, you always get one.
No, because I immediately did exactly what Christian said not to do and went to, well, obviously I would go with Kyle McCord in 2024 because he has the most net, and then that doesn't get us where we want to be.
Again, the strategy of this game as well is you could take a high player because you're not a strike and you get points still.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess for numbers and again, like calibration, let's go with McCord.
So McCord,
the only year he played.
Yes, McCord, the only year he played, 2024, took 1,032 snaps, and that is 10th on our list. So, Steve, you get 10 points.
I'm just amazed there are 9 other people above him.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of somebody who's probably above him, but might actually have missed enough games to like be below that mark. How many snaps did Eric Dungy take in 2018 in that 10-win season? Because I know he had to miss some playing time to our
He missed
Tommy
at
DeVito.
least 2 games, like 2 full games plus. Yes, Dungy.
But the tempo of that team was so high.
Right. That's kind of where.
Yeah.
Dungy in 2018 took 917 snaps, which is 19th on our list.
They played so fast under Dino. My God.
Well, no, they played so fast under like first 3 years, Dino.
What
And then
happened
they
after
turned
that?
into a plotting mess.
Yeah. What happened next, Steve?
Yeah, I relive things. I just every time I think of that, I just think at least it wasn't Robinson.
Yep.
Let's go with Dino's son-in-law, Coda Martin.
Coda Martin. So you were going with Coda Martin, obviously only 1 year in 2018. Coda Martin in 2018 played 1,093 snaps, which is tied for first on this list.
Wow.
I went with him because I thought he missed 2 games.
I just want to point out
my line
something.
shirt.
that guy is. I'm genuinely surprised he did not get more NFL looks. If you play that many snaps at that high a level, like
he went practice squad for a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just assumed that he would have got, but that's an achievement itself. Sticking with that era
for you players and everyone else listening, there is one more challenge after this as well that will deal with PFF stuff, and we'll get to that when we get to that challenge.
Right.
Exciting. Speaking of the Dino Babers era, 2019 Chris Elmore. I don't think this is going to earn me a lot of points, but I am intrigued to see how many snaps he played, considering that he was doing a little bit of everything. And I kind of hope that that's the record holder is 2019 Chris Elmore.
He did a little everything, and he also got hurt enough that might help you.
Yeah, exactly. This is now just my morbid curiosity, not an actual like hope that this works out for me.
We've gone away from playing the game and to like, Christian, tell us random stats, which I guess is the game.
So what I will say also is on PFF, I only took players who played at a minimum of 100 snaps, and Chris Elmore probably did not have enough defensive snaps to add to this total, because especially in 2019, he only took 282 snaps on offense, which is tied for 341st on this list, giving Andy his second strike.
It's not gonna do it, buddy.
No, that's not going to do it. And I'm also genuinely like, my brain remembers him playing so much more than that, which is why memory is a very funny thing.
Well, would that have been 2018 Elmore? That's not my guess. Maybe it is my guess.
2018 Elmore is your.
Let's go with it.
2018 Elmore is your guess. And unfortunately, 2018 Elmore is going to be your first strike. He only played 406 snaps.
So what does? Are we in a like Mandela effect here, Andy?
Yeah, honestly, I think a little bit of this.
Yeah.
So a reminder for both of you. So Andy has 2 strikes. Steve has 1. Andy
2 of
right
our
now
strikes are from the same player.
Right now, you are only separated by a few points. Andy right now has 61 points, and Steve has 67.67. Lol for the kids.
The 6-7 ornament is adorning our Christmas tree right now. Thank you very much to the parent that got that. Let's go 2018 again. We haven't done a lot of defensive guys, and I think that that's probably the right strategy for now. But Andre Cisco, man, like he was playing. I don't remember if he got hurt at all that season or not. But 2018, when we won 10 games, I think Andre Cisco played a lot of games.
Andre Cisco in 2018 played for 852 snaps, and that will give Andy 30 points.
Wow. Okay, he played those two. The tempo on these Dino teams were insane.
Yes. Let's go Trill. What was he? 20. What was his senior year?
Trill left early, but
or junior year. Yeah.
Yes, his junior year was the COVID year, 2020.
Yeah.
Let's go Trill 2019.
Trill 2019 is his best year, but unfortunately is outside of the top 100. He only played for 554 snaps. That is 180th on my list. And Steve,
Really?
that is your second strike, and both of you have 2 strikes.
Fun. Well, so Steve, before you jumped onto the stream, I told the Christian I kind of panic studied and did my best Syracuse student impression and crammed PFF before this stream and started venting to him about players who I did not realize played the most snaps for this team one way or the other. Demetrius Witherspoon was the number 1 snap taker on offense this year. So I know he's on this list. Give me the easy points so I can catch up to Steve a little bit.
Damn it.
Which year of Demetrius Witherspoon would you like?
Give me the most recent year, 2025.
25, Demetrius Witherspoon has 817 snaps, and that is 35th on my list. So 35 points to Andy.
Cool.
And that definitely puts Andy in the lead right now.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Andy's last 2 picks of Cisco and Witherspoon have helped out his point totals massively, especially with both of you on 2 strikes.
Yeah, I know. Now it's like you got to play a little bit safe and just get the guys.
Let's go Sean Hickey 18.
Sean Hickey Sean, are you thinking you're different? You're thinking a different player because Sean Hickey was.
I'm thinking a different right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Let Steve get it. Come on.
Justin Pugh?
Justin Pugh's 2013, my friend.
That's 2013. Yeah.
And again, we're only working from 2014
to
I know. 2025.
I can picture him too. Oh, why does my brain not work? Because I know this is easy numbers.
Yes, and I know the player you're thinking of as well.
I'm genuinely loving that Steve has offensive lined his way into forgetting who was on this, what I would consider the best offensive line that I have ever seen at Syracuse, which is the 2018.
Well, it was strictly because they stayed healthy.
But that's
which is why I knew it was easy points.
Because look at Dakota Martin's tied for number 1 snap count on the list.
He was the other tackle that went to the league.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why is this so hard?
Man, that team probably had more NFLers than any other Syracuse team that I have watched in my lifetime too. When I think about it, jeez, that Dino, man, why'd you screw that up?
Steve, I'm gonna have to push you for a name here. You can always come back to your offensive tackles.
Yes,
later.
I can. And then my head went to Marcus Sproul. I'm just going to stay outside of this window.
Yeah.
Why is my brain continually going to just before 2014?
I'll give you a hint. You should probably just take someone from 2025 who you knew played a lot.
I don't even know who played a lot. We had so many freaking injuries. Everybody got hurt this year. Literally,
there's one
everybody.
guy who we haven't said yet from this past season who I know played a lot, who I will be using as my next guess. Just as a spoiler for everybody, unless Steve steals it right now.
I'm sitting there going through like Delorier got hurt, blah blah blah.
Other side of the ball, buddy. The only offensive guy who was remotely good and played in all 12 games and was healthy all season long.
We had one of those.
Yeah,
exactly.
And he
the one that
played
just
quarterback
entered the transfer portal.
No, he played quarterback the last game of the season, even though we probably should have been doing that a lot earlier.
The cat.
There we go.
Yeah, I guess Valeri 25 then. I was
I'm
going
not
to
sure
say
if
Willis
Andy,
25, but
I'm not sure if Andy, you were going to take that with your next pick or not. But Dan Villari in 2025 had 780 snaps, and that is 60 points for Steve Aller.
I mean, to be fair, I was going to say Willis. So if that is a strike, send me.
No, we should keep playing because yes. the other guy the guy who on this list, I was genuinely mad played as many snaps as he did. And I think he might be number 100. 2025, Joe Cruz had a 54 grade on PFF and played over 700 snaps.
Yeah.
That broke my brain when I saw that now about an hour ago, and I'm still mad about it. Like I'm sitting here fuming.
Joe Cruz in 2025 did play over 700 snaps. He played 728 of them, and that puts him at a tie for 84th on this list, giving Andy a huge 84 points.
Yeah.
So we're looking at someone who basically played between 690 and like 700 snaps, which again, Joe Cruz should not be in that list. I'm sorry, Joe, if you're listening to this podcast, you just did not have a great year this year. I don't know if you were hurt, but man, that's too many snaps.
Oh, back to me?
Yes, indeed.
Back to you.
Great.
Steve's never been more excited.
The problem is my brain just isn't working for this. Justin Barron was always hurt.
Yeah.
Deuce
I have
is
one
consistent. He may have kind of sucked this year, but he played a lot. Let's go Deuce 25.
Deuce in 2025 played 473 snaps, and that gives Steve Haller his third and final strike.
Did he have a year that he was over?
Deuce in 2025 played his least amount of snaps.
Really?
Syracuse.
Wow. How many? Okay, actually, give me Deuce his freshman year. How many snaps did Deuce play his freshman year?
Which was 2020. Which year, Andy? Andy, you've won, by the way, but we can keep playing until you get a third strike.
Well, yeah. Okay, so I was going to say, so Deuce this year is a senior.
Mm-hmm.
So his freshman year would have been 2021?
Deuce in 2021 played 704 snaps, which places him 97th on this list.
So right player, wrong number is what you're telling me.
What I will say is, because I'll move on to our final activity and game of this trivia, is that the number 100 player is Deuce in 2022.
Oh my God.
Cody Conway was also number one.
Cody Conway and Coda Martin were tied for.
Cody Conway is who I was trying to think of.
Yes, exactly. I knew that's who you were thinking of. So on the screen for those who are watching the YouTube VOD of this recording, I have the 1 through 10 players and the 91 through 100 players. So Cody Conway and Coda Martin, then Aaron Service, Aaron Roberts, Aaron Service again, Jamar McGloster, Sam Heckel, Cody Conway, Evan Adams, and Kyle McCord round out the top 10, and 90 way through 100. Cody Conway again in 2016, Jean-Ray Reed in 2024, Alton Robinson in 28, Corey Winfield in 2016, Michael Jones in 21, John Miller in
Jones. I was gonna go with Jones, and I said no. There's no way. Like he got hurt. There's no way he's gonna he played that much. Yeah.
John Miller in 2014, Deuce Chestnut in 21. Andy's got it with the freshman year of the high answer of the game. Jackson Meeks in 2024, Sean Tucker, and then Deuce Chestnut with 699 snaps in 2022 played the 100 most snaps in a single season between 2014 and 2025 for Syracuse.
So I literally picked the only Deuce year that didn't produce 90 plus points.
No, there were a couple of others, I think.
No, because he transferred to LSU.
Oh no,
for 23 and 24,
his 2024 year, the year he returned, he played 728 snaps, which was also tied for 81st with Joe Cruz with 84.
So I picked the only year that he didn't hit.
You picked the only year that he did not qualify in the top 100 for this.
No, that is the Mandela effect.
He played the most this year. Like I don't know what is going on up there.
Well, you forget because Steve, you forgot also this year, E-Rob and Fran rotated every single play.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. I will say this. I did not realize that I probably see more Cody Conway football than I've seen of any Syracuse player in my life. I don't really know how to process that piece of information, but you know what? Like, not the name I would have pulled. Aaron Service, that is bringing back some memories, and the amount of things that I have written and spoken about Aaron's service, man, that is a name that I have completely forgotten, even though he dominated my life for a very large portion of it.
Which is why I said this year's trivia was all just about naming guys, which is just our favorite pastime. And by the way, Steve, I heard you mention Justin Barron a couple of times. Justin Barron had 2 years in the top 100 for snaps.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember which ones they were. I also forget that some years offensive linemen actually stayed healthy. Besides 2018.
Indeed.
Because by the look of it, I could have just gone down through the offensive line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, the tempo on those Dino teams when he was cooking in 17 and 18, it just, damn, like they played so much football.
Yeah, they did.
So Andy wins the first round of our trivia, which means he will get to go first again in our next round of trivia, which is what our panelists will need notebooks for, because it is time to put on their GM hats and take on the draft challenge. What we are going to do is draft a team of players from 2014 to 2025. What you will do is name, again, a Syracuse player and season. In order for that player to qualify to be on your team, they must have played 100 snaps at the very, very minimum that season. Now, the catch is, unlike what we did in the last game, once a player is picked, he cannot be picked again. So if Andy, like you did say, took Deuce's 21 season, Steve cannot take another Deuce season on his team.
All right.
So if you pick an ineligible player, like for example, a player that didn't play 100 snaps that season, or picked a player that was already picked, you will lose your turn, and that player obviously cannot be picked again. Well, the way we determine a winner is we will earn points based on that player's PFF grade for that season. And those points will win. That is the goal, is to try and draft a team with the highest PFF grade.
All right.
Now, we do have to make some decisions. First of all, we are going to have, because we will draft 22 players, 11 on the offense, 11 on the defense. We will have to decide what formation we're playing for both of these teams.
Ooh, you know what? I'll let Steve pick the formations, mostly because I have been playing way too much NCAA football and just doing 5 wides and playing a 3-3-5, which is obviously Syracuse. I think between 2014 and 2025, there's a good argument to be made that you could probably do a 4-2-5 or a 4-3 and still have a plethora of players.
Or even the Syracuse option of the 3-3-5 that Syracuse has done a lot, and still have a plethora of players to choose from as well there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking offensive-wise, we do 21 personnel, so 2 running backs.
21 is probably where we want to be.
So we will do 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, the 5 linemen, and the quarterback. And on the defensive side, do we have a preference leaning one way or another on the defensive formation?
I don't have a preference. I think I could be convinced. I think the only one I don't want to do is nickel and have to like choose a specific nickel corner or something like that.
I won't let you do that. I won't have you do that, because I do have the defense split into defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, safeties, and corners.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So I will make.
How do you have the line split up, or is it just 5 offensive?
So this is the final thing we will also talk about, because I know, Steve, you're a bit more versed in this. We could torture Andy and force him to choose 2 tackles, 2 guards, and a center, because I do have it split up like that. Or we could just go with 5 linemen.
I mean, as the person at the current disadvantage and the reigning loser from last year, I would say make him sweat.
Yeah, you can make me sweat here. So I gotta do. So what? We're gonna do the positional specific. So if we're doing positional specific, do you want to do a 4-3 then, just so that way it's 2 safeties, 2 corners, 2 tackles?
Yes, we'll do. Okay. So we'll do a 4-3 defense, and we will do 21 personnel on offense. And the way I have it split by position is what PFF has it in when you just go to the general offense page. So I do have it split tackle, guard, and center, and I will tell you what position you did pick eventually when you pick your player. Andy,
right, so we're going 4-3 for D.
We're going 4-3 for D.
Okay.
4-3 for D. 21 personnel on offense, and we got to pick the like highest grades.
Yes.
Okay.
You're
okay.
you're looking for the highest PFF grade, offense or defense,
Right.
for that individual player and this season. So Andy, we will start with you. What
So
is your first pick in the draft?
Here's my thought. I can name a lot of good players who played running back, who played wide receiver, who played quarterback. We've had enough of those. The one position where I'm like, I honestly cannot remember that many good players is center. I think Steve.
You know what? I've been rubbing off on you. Years of saying centers are important, folks.
Because again, when we talk about like PFF grades and whatnot, I'm just making the assumption that this year's Syracuse team was just bad. And I'm right now desperately trying to remember if Aaron Service played center on that 2018 team or not. I know he cycled throughout the offensive line, and I don't remember if he was the starting center or not on that team.
I know he played center on that team. I don't know what PFF has him listed as.
Christian, can I ask if Aaron Service's 2018 season includes him playing at center?
I do have him at center that year.
Okay. That should be accurate based on my recollection. So
so then I'm going to take Aaron Service at center in 2018 because I literally cannot name another Syracuse center who I think has a grade above 65. And Aaron Service might not, but like we're gonna just take the easy button here because I can name a good player at every other position.
Aaron Service in 2018 is his third best season at center, and out of the 19 centers I have, is the 12th best center with a 53.9 PFF grade.
Andy, you've been on enough podcasts with me talking about Aaron Service.
I know. I just assumed 2018 was his best year because that was everybody's best year, but like, damn, fuck.
So obviously, Steve, you will not be able to take Aaron Service at all in this draft, although...
And if anyone's listened to this pod for many years, that wasn't going to happen anyway.
I know you are not. So, Steve, you have the next pick.
So, Christian, I have to thank you for having that prior slide up that skewed Andy's perception on what was going on there. I'm going to have to go chalk and grab McCord.
I'm surprised Andy didn't do this with the first overall pick. Kyle McCord is not just the number one overall quarterback. He is the number one overall player on the board with a 90.5.
Oh, wow. I did not realize he was that high.
Yeah. I remembered a couple of us, like conversations of us, like, how the hell is he that? Like, didn't he only have one game that was under a 90?
Something
Wasn't
like
it
that.
Only the pick game?
Maybe, yeah.
Like the stupidity of whatever happened that game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
in that case, I want the Sean Tucker record-setting year. Sean Tucker set the rushing record in 2020. Not 2020. I'm trying to remember the exact number that it was. Would have been 2020 because 4 was Fran, 25 Fran, obviously. So 23 or 22 was the Sean Tucker record-setting year.
Whatever his senior year was.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Sean Tucker 23, and if he didn't play in 23, then I'm taking 22.
For the sanctity of this game, I will give you Sean Tucker 2022 because he did not play in 2023. Because remember, he was a junior when he declared for the draft. Sean Tucker in 2022 is his second best season. His best season is 2021. That was the record-breaking year in 2021. It's only by 2 points, though. You did score 79.1 in his PFF grade in 2022. That is the third best running back season.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, it's only 100 snaps too, which is that's a weird caveat. There could be some weird spikes in there.
I will say there are maybe a couple, but not too many.
Okay, I mean that's always good.
Mm-hmm. It's mainly just to like avoid like injury years and things like that. Steve is up with the next pick after taking the chalk answer of Kyle McCord.
Yes, of course. I'm like now trying to strategize my.
Yeah, exactly. This is why this is fun.
Like,
this is why this is very, very fun.
Yeah. Do I go Bergeron 22? I think I go Bergeron 22.
He is going with Matthew Bergeron in 2022, which is the second best tackle season, his best season. It's a 75.2. So that is one of Steve's tackles, and also Andy means you cannot take a Matthew Bergeron season.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. So another thing that I gotta try to remember here is Aronde listed in PFF as a wide receiver or a tight end?
So his first year he's listed as a wide receiver. I have moved him to tight end because that is what we know him as. Right. So you can take Aronde at tight end if you are going there with your next pick.
I'm gonna go there with Aronde tight end. I'm gonna go his first season 2022 because I think I distinctly remember that's like PFF really loved him that year comparatively, which is very odd, but he was also very good that year. Just no touchdowns.
Aronde 22 is actually his second best season, but it's only 0.4 worse than his best season in 24. He will get 82.2 points for Aronde's PFF grade that year in 2022.
There we go. All right, Steve, you're on the clock now.
Yeah. See, that's the weird thing. Like, I'm trying to think of how they would grade out of whether like Ish or AET were solid PFF performers.
See, it's definitely like one of these things now where like there are definitely some weird years that I have, but I'm now realizing I just gotta start there are 2 seasons that we're about to pillage for guys, and they're the 2 10-win seasons.
Yeah. Right, but they also might not have been, you might have had like a standout in a random year.
I know.
There are a couple of those as well.
I almost blurted out one that I think might have been.
Blurt it.
It is your pick, Steve.
It is my pick. So it's gonna sound weird, but Alton Robinson 2019.
We are going first under defense. Alton Robinson in 2019 is your pick. It is his second best season, but still the 6th best overall edged season at a 76. Alton, because you cannot take Alton Robinson, Andy, Alton Robinson's 2018 season is the best edge season at an 81.5.
Yeah, I was gonna go Alton, so instead I'm gonna go Cisco in 2018 or 2019. 2018. Give me Cisco in 2018. Oh wait, that was the senior year anyways, so it's fine.
Say again. So what year of Cisco are you taking?
I'm taking Cisco 2018, and you're about to tell me that that's probably his worst season or something.
Nope. And Andre Cisco, that is the best safety season in 82.7.
Sweet.
Well, there goes that idea.
Yeah. 2018 defense, really, really good.
Yeah, go figure. Was pretty solid in hindsight. What was Zaire's senior season? Was that 2017?
Zaire's senior season was 2017.
Was that his best year? Yeah.
Good.
Screw it. Let's go with it.
2017 Zaire Franklin is his best season. It is the 6th best linebacker season at a 76.7.
Interesting.
All right.
All right. So now it's my turn.
Yes.
Already have Cisco. Give me the other safety from that season. I want Evan Foster in 2018.
Oh.
He wants Evan Foster in 2018. It is the 3rd best safety season at a 79.2.
Yeah, that secondary stupid good. That North Carolina State game is still one of my favorite all-time Syracuse football games, even though I wasn't there in person to watch it.
Any Syracuse North Carolina State game seems to rank somewhere, whether it's stupidity or
it's the Joe Girard of matchups, either awful or amazing, no in between.
There you go. Well, I guess I have no pressure to take a safety now, and I can think about that more.
Indeed, that is part of the strategy as well. Like you can hold off on your safety picks and focus on some other power positions potentially.
My brain went like, oh, I should go straight to Cinco, but then like I don't need to, so why would I? Deuce 22.
You are taking Deuce in 2022. He is going to be a cornerback in 2022. It's his best cornerback season, the 6th best cornerback season with a 76.3.
Apparently, I'm just going to go with everybody, like the 6th best season at every position.
at every position, yes.
Yeah.
I only know this because I studied who had the highest PFF grade for Syracuse in 2025. It's this guy, Chris Peel, in 2025. Did not expect him to be as good as he was.
Huh.
It's the old, hey, you don't hear his name talked about? Well, that's pretty good if you're a cornerback, because you're probably doing something pretty good. His 84.8 is actually the 2nd best cornerback season.
Absolutely.
We're not doing specials, are we?
No.
We are not doing specials. Daniel,
I wanted a Heisman
tiebreaker.
I wanted Dixon at 2015, but no.
We are not doing that. Of course, breaking news during the pod, Daryl Gill's going to the portal. We'll talk about that next week.
Okay, that would have been that's really upsetting.
Why wouldn't that happen? Oh, what do I got left? Everything?
You have a lot of. We've only gone through 6 rounds so far. Andy has a 70-point lead so far, but points to make up.
He has a 70-point lead. Oh, he went.
Oh wait, that's because you haven't picked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because you haven't picked yet. Because you
right.
You haven't picked yet for your 6th round. Sorry, my bad, Steve.
So as long as the guy you pick has above a 70, you're gonna take a lead over me. That Aaron Service is really sitting ugly on my ledger.
It's
the
like
Aaron Service as the first overall pick was a decision, Andy.
It was a choice. So like that's right now my brain is like wide out. Do I go with something that I don't know was an answer, or do I go like Pena 24 where I know that's a solid choice? And I'm going to go Pena 24 just so that I know I have numbers on the board.
It is a good choice because that is the 3rd best overall wide receiver season with a 78.2.
Steve, so now Steve's got an 8-point lead on me, huh?
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
It's 11 right now after 6 rounds.
I feel like it jumps up from tight end, so I'm not going to gain any points on you there.
No, that's true. Okay, so you said this goes back to 2024 or 2014, right?
2014, yes, because that is the last season that PFF has grades for every single game in a season.
Okay. This is me being pretty homerish. And I might regret this later. But Rob Trudeau's senior season was 2015. He and I were obviously came from the same district. We both went to Syracuse. He's my boy. He had a really good senior year. I don't know if it was graded a really good senior year, but he's a guard and I don't have any guards. And I know Steve's going to cook me on some offensive line knowledge. So I'm going to start trying to at least beef up some of my offensive line by taking some names that I'm hoping are going to be decent on there.
So you're taking Rob Trudeau in 2015?
Rob Trudeau's senior season.
Which is
2015.
Yeah, 2015 Rob Trudeau is the 3rd best guard season at a 72.1.
Hell yeah, Rob. Thanks, dude. Hope you're doing well. He's coaching right now back in his hometown of Farrell, PA. Wish him all the best.
Would you like me to be semantic on this? Because whether or not they had him graded as a guard, he played center that year.
Yes, it is. Well, the primary position from what I have for him is guard.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Well, I'll
and that
have him
is
at
accurate.
guard.
He was a guard most of his career. He did play center his senior year because we didn't have anyone else. That was the post Mackey era that was a little real rough on the center thing.
Yeah. I think that era has continued.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You're accurate. Although Austin Collins was good when he was healthy. John Reed was good when he was healthy. Which was that might be where I go later. Tackle grades. I don't need tackles. I have Bergeron, and he gets me thinking offensive line when I know I can probably grab a diamond in the rough for the offensive line.
Yeah, probably.
Where do we go? Do we go Mikel Jones?
Ooh.
Do we go Marlowe? Let's go Mikel Jones junior year? Was his junior year better than his senior year? Or am I misremembering things? Or am I remembering the wrong player?
Mikel Jones is a great player.
This is my favorite Steve game right here.
Just naming dudes.
There's like 40 years of shit up here, and it's really tough to parse. Yeah.
Not gonna fight you on that.
Yeah, like you guys started like 10 years ago. Come on.
2014, my freshman year.
Yeah. There you go. And 2015 was Andy's senior year. God help me.
Yeah. I know. I'm a youngin.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Screw it. Let's go junior year for Mikel.
Junior year, Mikel Jones was 2021, and that is his second best season. His senior year was better, but his junior year is still the 9th best linebacker season at a 75.6. His senior year, it was still a 76.9, so you're only missing out on 1 point there.
All right.
All right. I'm realizing I have yet to beef up the defensive side of the trenches, but we're gonna get there in a second because I'm gonna take the guy that I think Steve wanted in the last game, but I'm gonna steal him now. Give me 2014 Sean Hickey.
Andy. 2014 Sean Hickey is the number 1 tackle with an 80.8 grade. And Steve is steaming.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not figure you were pulling that one out of your ass, buddy.
Look, the only reason it was in my ass is because you were saying it the last round. I feel like the problem is I still need I still need a guard and a tackle, and it's gonna be really hard for me to find a guard or a tackle from here on out. But we'll deal with that later.
Oh, there's plenty of options, my friend. There's plenty of options. Yeah, no, that.
I can sense how mad Steve is right now. It's incredible.
It's one of those where it's like I knew I had that in the bag. Yeah. So
that's the thing is like now I don't have to worry about my quarterback at all. Like I know who my quarterback is. It will be the last pick of the draft because you cannot take a second quarterback.
Correct.
So I'm gonna sit on that and focus on every other position.
I mean, that's me at safety. Although I have two picks where I can just figure it out over the next course and forget who I was planning on picking multiple times.
That is true.
Yeah. Same thing with center. Since you took service first overall, I'm just going to keep coming back. You sure you didn't want Josh Aloha?
Okay. You can critique my draft strategy when you pull back ahead. Okay.
Well, that means I have to take a pick. D tackle.
We are playing, and remember, for those who missed the beginning of this, or because you somehow tuned into a middle of a podcast for some reason.
Why didn't you?
Yeah. We are, again, for a refresher, we're playing with a 4-3 formation on defense and 21 personnel on offense, with naming each specific position for the offensive line as well.
Ooh, I think I know who my next pick is going to be. Looking at my roster.
What is Black listed as? Josh Black.
We are looking for Josh Black. He is a defensive tackle.
Okay. Because Art had already graduated, right? Chan.
Yeah, I don't think Chan played in 2014. I think he was done after 2011 or 2012.
I will give away that Josh Black has one season at defensive end, but it's the COVID season, and I don't think any of you are going to be taking COVID years.
No.
I'm actively trying to not think about the COVID year in this game at all.
There's probably one like weird spike COVID year that's awesome, but
yes,
yeah, no.
Not gonna touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, Chan was probably gone in like 2011. I guess Black 29. No, am I remembering Black for his personality or his quality on the field?
Porque no los dos.
Yeah. Yeah. Black 2019.
Black 2019 is his best season. It is still a top 10 defensive tackle season at 9th overall with a 69.4.
Okay.
Wow, that's top 10.
That is top 10 for defensive tackles. Yes.
I mean, I guess that wow shouldn't have been a wow, seeing how often we've talked about defensive tackles and how much they suck at Syracuse a lot of the times. No offense to Josh Black, because he was awesome.
He is awesome. I don't know what he's doing these days, but I think he's still wrestling. So
yeah, I was gonna say, is he still wrestling?
No, he is wrestling, and he is one of the more booked factions in the like minor league series of WWE right now.
There you
love
go.
that.
He's the he's actually the tag champion of that league right now.
Even better. Let's get him on the podcast. That'll be my next. I'll work on that. I'll try to find his agent. Hoping it's the one guy who reps everybody in Syracuse. I am going to take Fadil Diggs 2014. Feel like that's got to be a decent season. No,
Fadil Diggs 2014 was still in high school, but close enough.
Sorry, 2024. I mean,
he wasn't even in high school. I think he was probably still in middle school. Fadil Diggs 2024 is the 7th best edge season at a 74.7.
Now, if you'd have said David Reese 2014, he probably was in college.
Yes, he probably. Well, he probably was in high school.
All right, Steve, back to you. Now that I gotta work on my defensive side of the ball here. I realize I no pun intended, but I have dropped the ball on the defense.
See, I feel like I spiked early.
I mean, now we're going to get into like what you're talking about. Like, I got to come up with defensive tackles who are decent.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Godspeed.
Yeah, we're going back to my covering days in order to find something that's even remotely better there. But I'm gonna.
Yeah, but like for me, for tight end, what do I go, like Ravian Pierce or something? Like what?
I think that there's a very obvious tight end answer here, who I was hoping Aronde was better than, but I'll let you figure out who your tight end savior will be for a second time.
Who, Ron Thompson?
All right, Steve. What is your pick going to be?
I'm gonna go.
It wasn't clear you were on the clock.
I'm gonna go AET.
Say again. Sorry.
AET in his 1 year here.
Amba Edatawa.
Amba Edatawa. Amba Edatawa is the 4th best wide receiver season at a 76.9, and that is Steve's wide receivers done.
Yep.
Nice. I'm gonna keep fighting on the defensive side of the ball here. Chris Slayton. I don't know if he was a tackle or an end listed in PFF, but
tackle. I would assume. If not, they did it wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think I want to go with his last year, which was 2017. He wasn't on the 2018 team. 2017.
Chris Slayton in 2017 was his second best season, but is still the second best defensive tackle season because Chris Slayton in 2016 was the best defensive tackle season. You will still get a 78 points for his PFF grade that year. And you did miss out on the 79.9 in 2016 that Chris Slayton graded on.
Yeah, I mean, look, Slayton's probably the best defensive tackle that I have ever seen at Syracuse. So, whew, low bar, but
pretty low bar to set.
Steve, you are up next.
I was trying to think of wide receivers, and I just canned my whole wide receiver room, so
Yep.
I really don't need to do that.
I don't think you need to take another wide receiver. We're not putting a flex position in here.
Why not? I mean, that's how modern offenses are run. What do you?
yeah.
It's all just completely random.
This is round number 10.
Yeah.
No, because do you have 2 tackles already?
I have one. I have 1 tackle and I have 1 guard.
And Aaron Service.
And Aaron
Service. Aaron Roberts. What year? Aaron Roberts 18.
Aaron Roberts in 2018 is unfortunately the 27th best guard season I have. He had a 55.0
Did he have a better guard season?
In 2016, he had a 57.7, so not much better either.
What the what? Huh. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
We're going to play the Andy remembers the 2018 defense because I loved that defense. And it was also the only good defense that I can remember. I have 0 linebackers and I need 3 of them. So give me Ryan Guthrie of that 2018 unit.
Andy has taken Ryan Guthrie in the 2018 year. That is the best linebacker season at an 82.7.
Yeah.
Wow.
I knew he was good. I didn't think it was going to be the best season ever, but
that's the same boat. I was like, huh, that was a good year.
There's another linebacker on that team that I thought was going to be better, so now I'm definitely taking him and hoping that it's somewhat close.
How many people who listen to this podcast just remembered Ryan Guthrie?
A good number of them.
That 2018 defense. We need to rewatch the 2018 season and just some of those games where the defense, like that FSU game, I know FSU wasn't great that year, but they dominated that front, like the box. Oh, it was so good.
Well, that was, now you've got my, who the hell was that? Because like my gut goes to those 2014 kids. The not Spruill.
Definitely not Spruill.
No. Come on. Why is my brain not hard? Like
the Syracuse
Cam Lynch
2014
and Cam Lynch.
Like Dyshawn Davis and
those guys were good.
I mean, Cam Lynch is also one of the nicest humans on the face of this earth.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah. You know what? Screw it. Cam Lynch 2014. It's probably not going to grade out well, but
we love Cam Lynch here, but unfortunately, that is the 24th best linebacker season at a 64.6.
Ooh, that's rude.
Well, the
only other
linebacker from 2018 that I can remember is Lakeem Williams, and I know that wasn't it.
See, that's not the linebacker that I was remembering. I was remembering Andrew Armstrong from that season because he was he was the guy that we talked about a lot, and opinions were very divided on him. But I liked him.
I was not a huge fan.
I'm going to go Andrew Armstrong in 2018.
That might be why I didn't remember him.
Andrew Armstrong in 2018 is the 7th best linebacker season at a 76.5.
And this is why I don't like BFF.
Steve doesn't
Steve
like the
never
way that he
said.
grades linebackers. I do like the remembering of guys right now.
Yeah.
That is
There's a
taking
lot
place
of
here.
the member berries are like they're strong with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot of, oh, that guy.
Well, and then it's like, how much was 2018 overgraded because we were good? Because like, would McKinley Williams have been a solid DT?
Oh,
Like grade?
that's a good pull, but I don't know.
Like that's where
Yeah.
my brain, I can't like comprehend whether I should say that in a final answer type statement, because I'm like, I don't know.
There's one other linebacker that I have from that era who I want to take, but I feel like I don't
my
remember if you
linebackers are
remember
full,
him.
so you can take whatever the hell you feel like.
Oh, that's even better. Okay.
I've got Zaire, McKell, and Cam.
That'd be a great linebacker.
That'd be a hell of a linebacker core.
Oh,
holy
my God.
shit, Steve! That's amazing.
The challenge: who's playing your middle linebacker among those three?
All of them. No, let's. You know what? Let's stay with the big boys and try McKinley Williams 2018. Mostly because my brain is not processing other defensive tackles.
Unfortunately, Steve, McKinley Williams in 2018 is his worst season. That
Perfect.
is 35th amongst D tackles. McKinley Williams' COVID year is his best season and the 7th best defensive tackle. But you're only going to get 61.5 points.
I mean, that's still only like 5 points less than Josh Black when he was the number 8 defensive tackle season. So
yes,
that there's a bit of parity in the D tackles, it seems.
I will do once I put this in a quick point check. Andy, you are in the lead by about 50 points right now.
Okay.
You have 926 points. Steve is catching up with 876 points.
Okay, so I think
Not that
what I
many
gotta
points.
do is my next few picks. I gotta finish out my front 7 here, and then I can go and start filling in the positions that Steve has filled in. I still don't have a good defensive tackle here, but for I want Kendall Coleman as my second defensive end. It's just a matter of, was he good in 2018? Was he good in 2017? The answer is yes. I just don't know which one was better. So I'm going to stick with my just taking the 2018 guys. I'm going to go with Kendall Coleman in 2018.
Kendall Coleman in 2018 is the second best defensive end season at a 78.4.
I was shaking my head because, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is helpful. So I have, okay. So just to kind of talk through my process here while Steve figures out who he's going to grab. The biggest hole that I have right now are I need a tackle, I need a guard, and I need a defensive tackle. And for all three of those positions, I have no names. I have a name at linebacker, I have a name at corner, and then wide receivers and corners I'm picking against myself. So those ones I have a decent idea, but those are going to go last. So basically, I got to fill out my big boys here, and I think I'm about to take some really bad names based on the offensive side of the ball. Defense, I don't think I have a choice but to take a bad name.
Steve's up next on the clock. Still a lot of good names out there.
There are.
I'm trying to remember.
I mean, I want to say Spoon this year graded out pretty well.
Is that your pick?
When did we have good tackles? Yeah.
Well, considering the top 3 tackle seasons are off the board in Hickey and 2 Bergeron seasons, yes.
Yeah. um.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Conway 2018.
Cody Conway in 2018 is unfortunately his worst season, but still the 12th best tackle season, and he's 67.5.
Yeah.
What was his best season?
His best season was 2017, the year before, at a 70.3, so only 3 points.
Still, in how tackles are graded, that 3 points would have been big.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna finish out my linebacker group here. Give me Paris Bennett. And I believe he was finished. I don't know if he was on that 2018 team, but I know he was on that 2017 team that beat Clemson. So I'm going to go with 2017 Paris Bennett, because I'm just going to assume that that's his last year.
2017 Paris Bennett is the second best linebacker season at an 81.0. And Andy has successfully gotten the first and second best linebackers on the board. That is all the linebackers done. So I will say, Andy, if you did also stick with your 2018 guns, Keelan Whitner was also the fourth best linebacker.
What?
Yeah.
No, but you still got the first, second, and seventh best linebackers on the board.
I was gonna say I wasn't getting Keelan Whitner, but like I'm just happy I remember Paris Bennett was another name that I feel I was caping so hard for the Steelers to draft him.
I mean,
that is in all honesty, even Paris Bennett's a deep cut. Like,
yeah.
You said that, and I'm like, oh yeah.
The Zaire Franklin Paris Bennett duo was legendary.
Yeah, that was great.
Like I know that Dino does not have this job, and Dino is an offensive guy, but those defenses that he built in terms of just personnel, the fact that he couldn't get it done on offense is just really funny to me, because man, those defenses were so good and they were so overextended. But now I got to play the game of who played defensive tackle in 2018 next to Chris Slayton, because that's the only defensive tackle that I'm going to be able to come up with here.
That was McKinley Williams that I picked.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's why it's not written down for me. Okay. Boy. Oh boy.
Have I picked a running back?
You have not picked a running back yet. You still have both of your running back options. The only running back off the board is Sean Tucker, which Andy picked. So you still have the plethora of other running backs to take.
The plethora of other running backs that were fine. Because, like, I'm not picking Jervion Howard.
No.
And what other running backs are popping into my brain? See, now we're getting into the really, like, dressing the hitting the way back machine type thing.
We need you to name names.
I'm literally like writing down names right now that are just like coming up in my brain and just
exactly
popping into your head. That's actually
this is why I said the notebook might not be necessary, but
but it might be
necessary, but might helpful.
Yeah.
What
else was on that?
And I've got a D-end left too, don't I?
You have a D-end left also to take.
Yeah.
See, and it's one of those where I'm vamping because the only thing that's coming into my brain is Kingsley Jonathan, who I'm sure had a good year, but was not. For one, I don't remember which year it was, and for two, I don't know if it was the year. I don't like this. I do not like this.
I just had an offensive lineman's name come to my mind because of a previous conversation that we just had that I was ruminating on. So that's where I'm at right now. Is like,
so I shouldn't have vamped, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Who the hell had?
No. It was actually a conversation about a guy that was already picked. So that's my brain is just about 10 steps behind everything else right now.
Yeah, well, there's a couple that you're missing from prior conversations too. So,
Yeah, clearly. Need a guard.
Guard is tough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guards. There's not a lot of good guards.
Right.
Because like
the guards list is definitely a thing.
Yeah, I mean Chris Elmore is on the guards list, so technically he can't be taken. But or no, was that the last game? Or that was the other game?
Yes, that was the other game.
He did. I think he graded out weirdly good at guard.
Of course he did.
I mean, yeah, he just graded out good everywhere. It's like Evan Adams, Dakota Davis. Where do I go and what year? And do they all suck?
I mean, I've just accepted that at least the offensive linemen that I'm going to name are going to suck because they're the ones that we've talked about the most.
See, like Davis, actually, I remember grading out Davis and that he graded out great some games and horrible others.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's continue the 2018 guard thing and grab Evan Adams.
You want Evan Adams in 2018?
By that question mark, I probably don't, but that's what I said.
No, just making sure. Evan Adams in 2018 is your pick.
Sure.
Evan Adams in 2017 would have been the fourth best guard.
Great.
Great. Evan Adams in 2018, unfortunately, is his third best season at a 63. Evan Adams in 2018 was a 69.3.
See, this seems to be a recurring theme that I'm getting the right people in the wrong year.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the part. That's also an interesting part of this game is which season do you take?
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to just take a player who only played one season for Syracuse and I hope is good. And is the only defensive tackle that I can remember. Rashad Perry. I know he's not here anymore, but you know, he had his freshman year. He probably graded out pretty well.
Rashad Perry's still on the roster, buddy.
Oh wait, who was the guy?
He was hurt.
Who was the guy that transferred to Texas?
Murad Watson.
Oh,
he's probably the one you meant to say.
Yeah.
If you like him, you can take him because I don't have any D tackles.
I'll take. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I was thinking of.
That's totally it.
No, because I was just the guy that transferred to Texas who played as a true freshman. Like he's got to have a good graded season.
Right.
But in my brain, that's Perry, not. Yeah, exactly. So give me the bag man. Give me Murad Watson.
Murad Watson is the 27th best defensive tackle I have here at a 65.1. Ironically, Rashad Perry's 117 snaps that he played this year and in 2025 is also a 65.1.
Hey.
There you go.
That is actually all defensive tackles. If you did stick with Perry 24, that was the 14th best tackle at a 61.8. So you could have stumbled your way into a half decent answer there.
It's okay. I feel like I've been hitting 21 a little bit too often in these seasons. I was due for a bad one.
Steve, you're up next.
Yeah.
PTG 2014.
Oh.
PTG. Everyone knows Prince Tyson Gully as the 15th best running back on my list here at a 66.9.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
He was better in reality than he was on PFF.
I feel like that's a lot of PTG's life here.
Yeah. I will do another quick score update. Andy has increased his lead to 80 points right now with a few more picks left.
So the one name that I'm really trying to remember when his best season was, who I want to take at running back, is Mo Neal. But I can't remember if his best season was that 2018 season when we won all the games, or if he was like the lone offensive good thing in 2019. So I'm just going to go with the 2018 season and Mo Neal. But I feel like he was good I know he was productive in 2019, but I'm going to go with 2018.
The 2019 Mo Neal season is better than the 2018 season, but it's only by a tenth of a point. You're going to get 74.3 for
Jesus.
Mo Neal in 2018. And that Mo Neal in 2018 season is the 8th best running back season.
Okay. Still another good running back out there that I didn't grab, but Sean Tucker and Mo Neal is a nice boom and boom. What is it? Boom and slash,
Thunder and
or whatever
lightning.
Thunder and lightning combo there that I
Mhm.
that I could get. I'm very happy with that if I was making a team, especially considering I think Mo Neal could actually block. So
you're saying I have more time to think about when I'm taking, or what year of LeQuint I'm taking, right?
Oh. Damn it, that would have been.
I was waiting to see if you guys will remember LeQuint Allen.
I have not selected him because I couldn't remember which of. I'm assuming his last year was the best, but that's been not the case more often.
Gumby is going to listen to this and be so mad at me that I forgot Jacksonville Jaguars legend LeQuint Allen.
Well, that's okay. I just yesterday watched Jacksonville Jaguars legend Donovan Darius's daughter play in the Dome.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also Darius was in the house, so that was cool.
Indeed.
So cool.
I'm gonna go with Ron Thompson at defensive end.
Steve wants Ron Thompson.
I believe he only played 1 year for us.
I do only have 1 year for him. That is the 13th best edge season that I have at a 70.9.
Wow. Okay. That'll make up some ground here. So I know I have free reign at wide receiver, free reign at quarterback.
So Andy, for you, you need a quarterback, 2 wide receivers, a guard, a tackle, and a corner.
Yeah. And I don't remember which Steve hasn't what Steve is competing with me for.
I can tell you Steve needs a running back, a tight end, a center, 2 safeties, and a corner.
Okay. So then
I'm going to take Steve Gregory.
the corner that I have written down is Antoine Cordy. I remember Antoine Cordy 2014 had to be good. Just had to be good. That's I feel like I can't remember an iffy season. I probably could have taken iffy here and now that I say this, but I'm sticking with Antoine Cordy. Give me Antoine Cordy 2014.
Antoine Cordy in 2014 is the 12th best cornerback season at a 75.2.
Okay.
So I was between Chris Frederick in 2019 and Iffy, and I don't know what the right answer is, which is why I don't have a second cornerback selected.
Well, there you go. I did not make your choice any easier.
No, I was I'm sitting there. I actually was like, I hope Andy takes one of those two so I can not have to make the decision. So now cornerbacks are free reign for me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we're competing against each other for anything.
Everything is.
Yes,
yeah.
every position from here on is free reign.
Oh, perfect. Great. Gee, thanks.
Steve's never been happier in his life.
Screw it, Frederick 2019.
That is unfortunately not Frederick's best cornerback season. His 2018 season is the 7th best cornerback season. His 2019 is the 33rd at a 64.3.
So we're continuing my trend of right player, wrong year.
Yes.
So since everything is free reign, I'm going to go with a player that I know had a good season, so that way he at least gets the higher draft capital here. For my quarterback, I got to give it to Eric Dungy, and I know 2018 he was hurt, probably didn't grade out as high. So give me 2017, the year that he was, absolutely electric.
Good instincts, Andy, because 2017 Dungy is his best season. That is the third best quarterback season at an 81.4.
So my question becomes, if McCord is number 1 and Dungy is number 2, who the hell is, or number 3, who the hell is number 2 in that time period? Because I'm pretty sure Nassib was not the quarterback in 2014.
It's going to shock you. It's Garrett Schrader in 2022 with an 86.1.
Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Wrong.
I would have accepted AJ Long.
AJ Long's the 20th best quarterback.
I love and hate that you have that on the rankings.
I told you I have 507 players here. And I separated them into position groups.
There was a part of me that was like, man, I wonder if 2014 Terrell Hunt just like graded out well, because I'm fondly remembering the Minnesota game, the Texas Bowl. But then I remember what happened at the beginning of that season. So we're just not gonna.
No.
7th best quarterback.
Yeah, wow. There we go.
73.9.
Yeah, since we're all free reign, let's go LaQuint Allen's junior year. Because he left early, right?
Yes, he did leave early. That's the best running back season. 2024 LaQuint Allen is an 81.5.
Whoo, Steve. Kind of continuing on this 2017 run, I don't have any wide receivers yet. Give me the guy who set all the records in 2017, Ishmael.
Steve Ishmael is the second best wide receiver with a 78.6.
Yeah. Those Dino receivers were absolutely electric. I have one more Dino guy that I want at wide receiver that I'm excited for.
Steve, you're up next. You still need a tight end, a center, and 2 safeties.
John Ray Reed 2024.
John Ray Reed in 2024 is the third best center at a 67.4.
Give me, for my next wide receiver, I want the other transfer that Dino brought in, who I saw dominate UConn in person, Tristan Jackson.
Tristan Jackson in 2019 is the 5th best wide receiver at a 73.9.
Yeah, I love Tristan Jackson so much. Now this is where Steve, I'm going to let you know my next 2 guys are for tackle and for guard, and they are bad.
Steve still needs a tight end and 2 safeties.
I don't know why my brain can't function. I've literally every round I've been trying to think of safeties and coming up completely empty. Which I guess means I have to put that off again.
Put it off for one more round, buddy, and then start thinking of deep corners that we had.
I can't think of corners. I need 2 safeties.
Yeah, again, tight end and 2 safeties are the positions that Steve needs.
I mean, I think that there's a very obvious
Jihad Carter 23 or 22, whatever year before he transferred to Ohio State there.
Is that going to be your pick?
Sure.
So the year before he transferred to Ohio State was 22. Jihad Carter, that's the 16th best safety season. It's his best season at a 68.7.
All right, could be worse. Could be worse.
The guy who's probably worse is the only guard that I can think of, because I wrote so many articles about whether or not he was going to play based off of his NCAA eligibility issues. But I do remember him being good when he was healthy. He was just never healthy. Steve, the guy that the pronunciation board was created for, Christopher Bleich.
What year of Chris Bleich are you taking?
I thought he only had 1 year where he made it 100 snaps.
He has 3 years, actually, he's eligible for.
Oh, geez. Give me his middle year.
I'll take the middle
His
year
middle
of
year.
the middle year for that I have for Bleich is 2022. Unfortunately, you picked the worst of the 3 Bleich seasons I have. That is the 19th best guard season. His 2021 is actually the 9th best guard season.
Ha! I pulled a Steve.
You will get 59.3 points for Chris Bleich in 2022.
The interior of my line is a little soft right now.
So Steve still has a tight end and a safety to take.
I feel like I'm missing somebody at tight end.
You are, and you missed him in the last game too until I reminded you of him.
I don't know if you're talking Thunder Dan, and I don't know if he graded out all that well, or if he was near the top of any of those. Like that year that he played quarterback, like what do they have him graded as?
See, yeah, I would not pick that season. I know for a fact this past season they loved his pass blocking. I don't know what they thought about his run blocking.
Because this is overall grades, isn't it?
This is
Yeah,
overall
exactly.
grades, yes.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, he got a couple of passes, whatever. Yeah, screw it. 25 Valari. My other option was 2018 Ravian Pierce, so that I would gonna go 25 Valari.
25 Valari is the better of the Valari Pierce conversation you were having. It's still Valari's second best season. His 23 was his best season. You're still going to get 63 points. His 23 season was 65.1.
Was there what did the tight end breakdown
The
look
tight
like?
end. So the tight ends are interesting. I'll show the stream the full list of the top 5 of each position in a bit.
Cool.
And we'll get to that then. Andy, you have a tackle to take as your final pick.
The only tackle that I can think of is Omari Palmer, who hasn't been said yet. I think Omari Palmer's senior year was 2018.
You
was
have
it 2017?
Omari Palmer is 14 and 15.
Yeah.
54. Oh wow. See, I remember Omari Palmer because we were talking about the wrestling, and so he's the other guy who was wrestling for a while. So give me.
He did play in 16, didn't he?
He might have not had enough snaps to qualify.
Oh yeah, he got hurt early in 16, if I remember right.
Yeah. Give me Omari Palmer 2015.
Omari Palmer 2015 is the 7th best tackle season at a 70.6.
And the only year he played tackle.
I have his 2014 grade as a tackle in position as well on PFF. You can argue with them, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it was Sean Hickey and Ivan Foy were the tackles that year. So
I forgot about Foy. That would have been more fun.
Yeah, that would have only gotten you 59.
Right, wouldn't have got any many points, but would have been fun.
All right, Steve, a safety to round us off.
Mr. Irrelevant in this draft?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
I will tell you, unfortunately, there is not a safety that will get you enough points to win.
No. Cinco from 2 years ago? Or last year?
I already had Cinco.
No, you had Cisco.
No, you had Cisco.
Oh, sorry.
Elijah Clark from his senior year.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Elijah Clark is his second best year. His 2023 is his better year.
Oh, so when I said 2 years ago, I was right, and then I corrected myself.
Yes. So unfortunately, his senior year is the 30th best season. His 2023 year is the 4th best safety season.
Jesus Christ.
Cinco in 2024 had a 62.4. If you said 2023, that was a 71.8.
Andy, if I selected the right years for my whole team, I would have crushed the shit out of you.
Yeah, this is what I'm learning is that Steve clearly remembers the guys in collectively. I definitely remember seasons.
I don't remember seasons at all.
So our final total with Steve, you came in second with 1,551.5 points in the PFF grade. Andy, you took it with 1,664.5 points in the PFF grade.
That was a lot of fun.
Let's go through some of the
That
yeah,
hurt
let's
a
do this
lot.
part.
It hurt my brain, but
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
yeah. Let's go through some of the names here. Again, Schrader in 2022 was the second best quarterback, and Jelly qualified for enough snaps and is still the fourth best quarterback.
Wow.
I
thought about
honestly
that,
thought
yeah.
about that when you said 100 snaps. I was like, man. But again, it's because you only need one quarterback. It does kind of
And Steve and Andy to both the DeVito should have never got benched. His 2021, the year he got
Yep.
benched, still had a top 5 PFF grade.
Yep.
yeah.
As you can see for running backs, Allen and Tucker take the whole shebang. I don't know how Andy missed Allen.
I don't know how
Andy-
I missed LaQuint Allen either.
Andy won this draft while picking Aaron Service #1 overall and missing LaQuint Allen.
Yeah. There's that.
Again, that's mostly on Steve. That is Steve choosing pain.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let me go back to running back real quick. One of the other fun names to round out the top 10. Cooper Lutz was the 9th overall running back in 2020. And the
All right.
10th overall running back, when he was still just a running back, was Irv Phillips.
Oh.
Huh.
Lutz in
Okay.
2020 had a 72.9, and Irv Phillips in 2014 had a 70.8. As you can see,
I'd be very curious how many running backs were graded out in 2020. Because if I remember correctly, at the beginning of the year, Sean Tucker was the 6th or 7th string running back.
yes, he was the 7th string running back. I only have 3. I only have 3 in 2020.
Right, because a couple I think
yeah.
one got hurt in the 2 transferred after the spring. One got hurt in fall ball.
2 sat out
then,
because of COVID. It was Jawar Jordan, Cooper Lutz, and Sean Tucker that I have as the minimum 100 snaps.
Yep.
Wide receiver, you guys missed Jackson Meeks.
I didn't think he graded out that high that year.
He had the #1 overall pick. 2 surprise additions checking at 6 and 7, just over the 100 snaps minimum. DeMarcus Adams in 2022 had a 71.6 grade. And in 2014, Ashton Broyle had enough snaps to have a 71.4.
Ashton Broyle. Wow.
Yeah. Also in 2014, Gerard West had a 71.2, the number 8 wide receiver. And then Taj Harris had a 70.9 in 2020, the COVID year.
Gerard West, the definition of should have been a target guy that didn't end up being a target guy.
Alrighty. Let's get to something fun. The centers, guards, and tackles that you missed. Missed Jason Emmerich in 2015 with a 71.6. John Miller in 2014 had enough to get a 74.3. And Austin Collins this year did check into the top 5 as well. Someone that I thought Steve might have picked because I know you liked him. Carlos Federella was an 8 on this list with a 57.6.
I really liked him at center. However, I knew Reed graded out well just from looking at the grades last year.
So Federello did grade out a bit better than Reed. You can take a look at the guards here as well. Nick Robertson is your leading guard, and then Seamus Shanley with 151 snaps does sneak in there as well. And Joe Cruz in 24 actually has a 67.7 to round out the top 5. Somehow TJ Ferguson also gets into this list at number 8.
He graded out quite well this year.
Yes.
Better than he should have. But
TJ Ferguson checks into number 8. Amari Palmer's 2016 season was the 6th best guard season.
So you're saying with the tackles, I should have stuck with my gut when I wanted to say Spoon this year.
Yes, you should have as well, because 2025 Spoon is the 4th best tackle. And Savion Washington also checks in as the 5th best tackle. Cody Conway checks in at 8 and 10 here on this list as well. Actually, don't think I actually put the tight ends in this slide, so I will read them out to you right now. Arande had the top 2 seasons, obviously.
Yeah.
The 3rd best seasons, the 3rd, 4th, and 6th seasons had under 200 snaps. So you might have not gotten them. But in 2018, Kyle Kleinberg with 107 snaps had a 73.4.
I've not heard that name since then.
In 2019, with 163 snaps, Luke Benson had a 61.7. The
That's a name
number
that I remember.
5 answer in 2017 went to Chris Elmore with a 66.7.
I thought about it.
The other two names that round out the top 10, along with Dan Villari, Aaron Hackett had 2 seasons in the top 10, and also Max Mang in 2024 had enough snaps to get into the top 10.
That shows you how, like, Max Mang in 2024 is a purely blocking tight end. It shows you how thin that position's been for us for years.
Let's get over to the DTs. Chris Slayton, obviously the top 2. Look at Eric Krume, or Crum, however you say that, and Kevon Darton. And
Ryan
also
Sloan.
Ryan's.
God dang it.
And Ryan Sloan.
Kroom was right there.
Yeah,
all
was.
the 2014 talk we were doing.
So that's who you missed out on in defensive tackles. Ron Thompson in 2014 was the 6th best D tackle season. McKinley Williams was the 7th.
Huh.
Yeah. Dion Wilson did get into 8th in the defensive tackles list. Number 10. Remember Kenneth Ruff? He checked in at the number 10 position. And Katon Samuels checks in at number 11 from the 2017 team as well. When you get into the
name I haven't heard of since 2017.
Exactly. When you get to defensive ends, remember Stephon Thompson and how dangerous he always was. He checks in there at the defensive ends at 3 and 4. Alton Robinson, Kendall Coleman, and Fadil Diggs take up the majority of the top of the list. Checking in at number 9 is Brandon
did
Berry.
Kingsley have multiple seasons?
Kingsley did have multiple seasons. He was 5th on this list, and then 12th, 14th, and 15th.
So I would have.
Yes.
In lieu of me picking Thompson in 2014, it was between him and Jonathan. I would have picked one of the wrong years. I guarantee it.
Kingsley 2019 was, again, as you can see, the 5th best season. Yeah. To round out the top 10, you had Brandon Berry in 2019 with a 73.7.
How many snaps was that on?
That was on 249 snaps.
Okay.
And on 227 snaps, Tyrell Richards in 2020 checks into the top 10. And to check into the Wayback Machine as well, number 11 on this defensive ends list is Donnie Simmons.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. As you can see, the 2018 team and those middle teen years, like you said, Andy, really good linebackers years for Dino, Ryan Guthrie, Paris Bennett, Marlo Wax in 22 checks in.
Oh, Wax was top, the one right there.
Mm-hmm. Another surprising one, even though he didn't play a lot of snaps, Anwar Sparrow in 2022 checked in at number 8 on this list.
Yeah. I remember expecting in 23 him to be having a breakout year because of how he graded out the year prior. So Wax I was thinking about when I was in the Cam Lynch mode. Or no, let me rephrase that. My brain was going Wax or Mikel Jones. And then for some reason, when my pick came back around for linebacker, I completely forgot Wax existed.
Wax checks in as number 3. You would have to get the right year as well because his other years ranked in 19th on this list as well. So and lower, and 15th. So it would have been.
Cam was 32, so it would have been exactly for me.
To check in with some way back names, Shaheem Cullen gets into the top 10 here in 2018, and also Austin.
Dad. He had a crazy dad, if I remember right.
Yes,
and Austin Valdez checks in at number 11 on this list as well from the 2017 team.
Probably on the 130 snaps list.
So when I go to the next slide here, you guys will realize
ourselves.
Yeah, because you are actually missing the best defender. None of you took the best defender on this list, and that is Brandon Reddish in 2014.
Oh.
Brandon Reddish in 2014 had an 86.7.
I remember Cordy being better than Reddish, but
he was.
But that is an insane grade just in general. But I mean, Reddish, had a up and down Syracuse time, and him having the #1 overall defensive grade from 2014 to 2025 is just the most Brandon Reddish thing in the world.
Yeah.
You did get Chris Pugh as the number two corner. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you guys forgot about Isaiah Johnson in 2023.
For the record, I forgot about Isaiah Johnson until you just mentioned his name.
Yeah, same, absolutely. 2023 is kind of a black hole.
Indeed, yeah, and making some great special teams plays for Miami right now in the NFL.
Yes.
And shout out to Demetrius Samuel, who sneaks into the top 5 here of cornerback years, carrying out the trend of cornerbacks you never hear the name of, but still are pretty good. You had Clarence Lewis check into the top 10 here from 2024. Jaden Bellamy also in 2024 got in here as well. Deuce in 2022 was a good cornerback season as well, which is probably why he transferred to LSU that year. After that year, and then Frederick and Iffy are also in that top 10 as well. And then when you look at safeties, you got the high Cisco year, obviously. Steve, you were missing Justin Barron, who I talked
about earlier in
the
list.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Foster. That's
Evan Foster was a great pull as well. Antoine Cordy also had snaps at safety in 2016 who you could have taken. And then you got some great names as well, with Darius Kelly checking in at number 6 on this list.
Forgot about him.
Jason Simmons Jr. checks in at number 7 as well.
Yep.
And those are the main big ones that are there. Deuce's 24 season checks in as 8. And Keelan Whitner also moves back to safety in 2016, which is how he started out his career, and is the number 9 safety on this list. With Miles Farmer in 2023, he only played a minimum amount of snaps, but still had a 70.6 grade.
Wow.
So that was naming dudes. And we did go long on this trivia, but boy, was that a blast. I love that so much.
That was awesome.
Yeah, this is a good holiday drive episode for all you out there looking just looking to remember some dudes. Christian, as always, thank you for putting together the second annual Syracuse end of the year trivia extravaganza, and hopefully next year's season is next year in general gives us better Syracuse things to remember, so we don't have to dig into the remembering some guys side of things. But this was the right move for this year.
Indeed it was. And I'm glad we got to play these because this was really, really fun to host. And you guys did great in naming dudes. And that was just a lot of fun in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I need to remember seasons. Andy, you need names. I need seasons.
Steve's about ready to pour over some media guides. Man, I wish Syracuse did a physical media guide. They never will, but that would be great.
They can't even update their rosters and the game notes for the. Not gonna happen.
No. Yeah, I am aware. Maybe someday we'll figure it out. But what we did figure out was how to do this podcast in 2025. Thank you to everybody who listened to us at any point in time this year. We really appreciate it. Know that there was a lot of ups and downs. There was some behind the scenes stuff with Fans for Sports Network that we had to sort out. There was a lot of just personal stuff happening with us. And we were able to churn out a bunch of shows. Know that we had tens of thousands of hours of people listening to us, which we really appreciate. We really appreciate the support, especially during a bad basketball and football year that was 2025. But hopefully things are looking up for 2026. We look forward to doing this show again, and we are going to continue to do this as consistently as we can next year, and carry this into what we hope will be a much better season moving forward. And so for that, we say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really appreciate it. And if you made it to this point in the episode, we know that you're one of the true sickos, and we really do appreciate your continued support of this podcast. Gentlemen, I would do all the normal sign-offs, but that felt nice and heartfelt and normal. If you're listening to us, subscribe, like, all the fun things. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for sticking with it. And I hope you had as much fun playing along as we did. We will see you all next week. We'll have some ACC basketball to talk about. We'll have some more transfer portal updates to talk about. And we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. So Thank you. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Go Orange.
Go Orange.